A man woke up face down in a shallow hole in the Australian outback. No shoes, no water, no idea how he got there. The nearest town was hundreds of kilometers away, and nobody on Earth knew he was missing. January 2006. Ricky Megee was driving across the Northern Territory on the Bunting Highway, a road that is mostly red dirt, running through some of the emptiest country in Australia. He was on his way to a new job on the far side of the continent. What happened next has never been proven. He would later say he stopped to help some men by the roadside, and that they drugged him and left him for dead. His story changed more than once. The police searched and found no evidence of any crime. They never even found his car. Only one thing is certain. He woke up in that hole, in the heat, with nothing. And whatever put him there no longer mattered. The desert was the only thing left to deal with. He started walking, barefoot on red dirt and stone, along the edge of the Tanami Desert. The temperature passed 40 degrees, day after day. He collapsed from the heat again and again, and each time, he got up and kept walking. There was no food. For water, there were waterholes, mud, scooped up and swallowed. Heat, thirst, the same flat horizon in every direction for 10 days. And then, in the middle of all that nothing, he found a dam. A wide pool of muddy water dug for cattle. It didn't look like much. It was the difference between dying and everything that came after. He stayed. He tipped a cattle feed trough on its side and built a small shelter and dug himself a hollow to hide from the sun. By his own account, he lived in that hole for 10 weeks. The menu never changed. Leeches from the dam, grasshoppers, frogs, whatever green plants he could find. One meal a day, in his own words, just enough to stay alive. He had weighed over 100 kilograms. Out there, by the dam, his body burned through half of it. The days kept coming, identical. Heat, water, leeches, dark. He counted the days and waited for something to change. On day 71, it did. A crew of station hands, young cattle workers, spotted a figure out where no one should have been, 50 kilometers from the Barefoot homestead. The station manager would describe what walked out of the desert in 3 words: a walking skeleton. On April the 5th, 2006, Ricky Megee was flown to Royal Darwin Hospital. The doctors recorded something strange. He was emaciated, starved down to half his size, but he was, in their words, well hydrated. The dam had kept its side of the bargain. No one was ever charged. How a man ended up unconscious in a hole on the Bunting Highway is still an open question. The police couldn't answer it, and his own story never quite settled. What is beyond question is the other part. An ordinary man, barefoot and empty-handed, stayed alive for 71 days in one of the emptiest places on Earth. The dam that kept him alive is still out there, holding muddy water for the cattle, the same as before.